Don't start. They will stop it now. No, they don't stop us. Don't start. One at a The COVID-19 Astrazeneca vaccines for Cross River State. They just arrived the Margaret Ekpo International Airport, and we would be starting off almost immediately tomorrow morning to vaccinate health workers across the state. This is in line with the PTF directive and also in line with the vision of His Excellency Senator Professor Ben Ayade to protect Cross Riverians at all times and keep them safe. So basically we have a little over 50,000 vaccines that arrived, and they came with all the commodities which we need, the injection syringe and other medical commodities that we would be requiring to deliver these vaccines to our people. The vaccines arrived in very good, potent state. They are inside the cold boxes. They were flown in here by jet, and they are being transported directly to the state cold store. And then from there, we would now be moving them to the local government cold store and then to the point of dispensary where people, for now health workers and strategic leaders, are expected to come and get their vaccines. So all the health workers in Cross River State would be given the vaccines. And then when we refer to strategic leaders, we are referring to leaders that can influence other people to take these vaccines. So the governor of the state, the deputy governor, the speaker who was here to receive the vaccines himself, myself, the DG Primary Health Care, other director generals, the ESCO members, other government appointees. Would also be looking at our traditional rulers, our local government chairmen, any strong voice that can convince others to take the leadership of Khan, the leadership of the Islamic religion, other leaders that can influence others to take. They would be the ones we would be emphasizing on right now. And then after that, we can now deal with people who are over 50 and vulnerable before we get to the general population.
Okay, so for us, we are very excited that finally the COVID vaccines are here in Cross River State. And before its arrival, we had ensured that there's been a lot of sensitization in all our rural communities. And I'm glad with the level of acceptance that we've gotten so far from our people. Everyone is expectant, and we're hoping that at least now that the vaccines are here, we'll also see that we'll match up the number that will take up the vaccines with based on what the survey we've done so far. So right now, the onus is on us right now to also ensure that these vaccines, there's that high demand for it. So we'll also intensify all the awareness creation, sensitization and advocacy to make sure that at least after this phase, which the health workers are the targeted population, the other population that will be targeted, there will also be that high demand for the vaccines. So a lot of sensitization is ongoing, and very soon we are sure that everyone will be vaccinated. The good thing is that we have a standard functional state cold store, and that's where we're going to be storing our vaccines, and we are sure of safety and efficacy, and the vaccine will be in its potent form right from the state cold store all the way to the last mile, the last person that is going to be receiving this vaccine. So we are sure of its efficacy and potency all the way, because it's going to be stored in the right temperature to ensure that we give to our people and ensure we can end COVID in Cross River State. We're talking about how prepared our cold store is, and as it stands right now, it's there functioning. It's very cold, waiting for the vaccines to arrive. So we are prepared to ensure that we maintain the potency of the vaccines, and we're also prepared to ensure that we distribute these vaccines all the way to the last mile. In all the LGAs, we also have storage equipment that are in very good shape and are ready to also protect these vaccines. And right now also already we have intensified sensitization everywhere, and I'm actually pleased with the level of acceptance so far, and we're just waiting for them to match it up with actually coming to receive the vaccine. So we'll keep intensifying our sensitization and creating all the necessary awareness to make sure that there's that full acceptance of the vaccine when we actually start rolling them out to the various communities. We have 4 phases of introduction of the vaccine, and this is the first phase where we're targeting, of course, frontliners and all that. But it's not just going to be focused here in Cross Rivers or here in Calabar, the capital. We are making sure that the vaccine gets to everyone, every eligible population or targeted population for this first phase. So all the health workers, whether they are in Belegete or they are in Atikang, they will definitely get the vaccine. So we're not just concentrating here in Calabar. We are going to make sure that all the eligible population will get the vaccine no matter where they are. So we had advocated to the Commissioner of Police, who has provided men to protect the vaccine, protect the cold store, all the way to our various LGA cold store where the vaccines will also be stored. So right now in the state cold store we have policemen who are securing the environment, as well as DPOs from all LGAs are also deploying men to the various cold stores in their LGAs. So the vaccines are in safe hands.